Hello, everyone. This is necessary today. Okay, this is necessary. All right, let's chit chat for a second before I jump straight into the reading. Hello, everyone. So much going on up here, my nerves. It's me. It's me, oh Lord. Standing in the need of prayer. I got so much clutter. Okay. These can go over here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I have a few nails on my hand. You've seen from the videos. They're about to come off. Okay. I'm not hiding them. At this point, we're family. You know how I am. I'm going to get my nails done today. So just let you know. Yes, I'm missing a lot of nails. All right. It's crazy because this hand, I just pulled this one off, but this hand they didn't go anywhere. How are you guys doing? I got a channeled message this morning. And when I tell you, it was like, okay, so how I give my messages, just FYI, just a little rundown for any new people who are here. When I give my messages, when I tell you things, it is what I hear. Okay, that's where my messages come from. This is what I hear. That's why sometimes I'm rambling. That's why sometimes I'm stuttering. I just literally say what I hear. That is where it comes from. Okay. So this morning I came right here to I pray right here every morning, right after I start herding my son to get ready and everything. And this morning when I came to sit here, as soon as I sat in this chair, it was just like a trance. It was like a trance moment, like where I just sat down. It was like, you're not doing anything else. And it was almost, I'm getting chills just even thinking about it. It was almost like audible. It was almost like audible. Whatever, my spirit guides, whatever was speaking to me, it was so loud. It almost felt like I was hearing it outside of my head. Like normally I hear it in my head. It was outside of my head. And then I started talking. And the words that I was saying was not me. It was whatever I was channeling that was coming through me, channeling. And I was sitting here like I'm talking to you, but I'm talking and I'm saying the message and I'm just going and I'm just going and I'm going. I'm saying this message, talking to myself through me. I hope that makes sense. I started talking and it wasn't me talking, but it was me moving my lips, talking to myself through me. And the message, I just started channeling this message about the human experience. And the message was more about the material world. The material world is spiritual as well, right? When we talk about manifestation, we talk about wanting things, but let me back up. How it started was that about shrinking my desires, shrinking your desires, shrinking my desires. A lot of times that we miss the mark. And I feel like I've given this message before. Hey, Crystal. Hey, everybody. I've given this message before, just channeled, but it hit me so hard today. Like it was about shrinking your desires. Okay. That is the gist of it. And they told me at the end of the reading, when I needed to give the message, at the end of the channeled message, it would all come back to me. It was about shrinking your desires, asking for too little. All right. Making yourself feel bad about not asking for enough, because we are humans. We are spirits having a human experience. And a part of the human experience is the material world. We are here. We have materialized into a physical body to have a physical experience. Okay. And there's something about, there's a lot going on the internet, right? Some people will say it's more spiritual to minimize. It's more spiritual to not consume as much. And to me, I just feel like it's all about balance and everything. I also feel like what's bigger than balance is non-judgment. Okay. We judge, we're humans, but be careful with that, because anything that is pushed out is brought back to you. I feel like we have some people who are totally geared just to judging other people's lives and saying, you're not doing this right and you should be doing this right. Well, my thing is, how are you having the most full human experience if you're only judging somebody else's experience instead of living your life to the fullest? All right, we're back to the channel message. And so The spirit guide was telling me to go big, to ask what you truly want. Ask for what makes you happy. Don't ask for steps to get to that happiness. That's what they were saying. So, for instance, sometimes when I'm manifesting money or things like that, I'll be like, well, let me just start with 10,000 opposed to 150,000. They're saying go for the 150,000. You'll get it faster than you think you'll get the 10,000. Why? Because the $150,000, I'm just using an example. The $150,000 is the fulfillment of your true desire, which will put you in alignment to pure happiness. Whereas taking steps to get to that, sure, wow, this is great. I did it. Okay, now the next step. When you really don't have to go, you really don't have to take steps to get from here to here. You can just go from here to here. You don't have to make these baby steps to get from here. And we've been conditioned to feel that everything has to be broken down into little bite sizes. When truly we are gods, we are God, and I don't want to say plural, we are God, the same God that is connected. We are all the same God connected. We all have God living inside of us, source energy connection. So we are spirits. We have this power inside of us that in this human experience, we have been taught to dim it down, to shrink it. And therefore we live this life that is so unhappy, is the best way I can say it right now. Is this life is so unhappy. There's so many more disappointments than there are happiness because we shrink ourselves and limit ourselves from our full potential. Now, this is me speaking, but the channeled message was just very short and concise and just very straight to the point of you don't have to get from here to here. You can just go straight to the finish line if you desire. And in that doing that, you can have more experiences on earth that are completely fulfilling, right? Because, okay, so the gist of it is that we take up so much time trying to get to the things that we consider the big things by cutting them down into bite sizes, like to making it digestible. So think about something that you may have a goal of, a vision of, right? We all say, yeah, you need a plan, you need this and this and this and that. But why not just visualize the end result and then let the divine source energy work out the middle pieces for you? Okay. It may be a path to, of least resistance to that thing. But the gist is that you don't have to make these small little marks for yourself. All you have to do is visualize the end goal. It kept just repeating the same thing about, shrinking. Okay. And I don't know if that may mean something to somebody else, but shrinking yourself, shrinking yourself, shrinking your goals, not really your worth, but shrinking the thing that you are trying to obtain, selling yourself short. It kept saying that by doing that, you're cutting the human experience down for yourself. When your human experience could be so great and so grand, but you're shrinking yourself, it just kept saying that word shrinking. Okay. So as that message comes back to me, I will say it because they said it'll come back at the right time, at the right moment. But I wanted to convey that because I get that message a lot from myself. And I know it's come up through reading before because it hit me pretty hard when it came up from through a reading, is that we try to compartmentalize, and we try to take life into these bite sizes because we don't want to ruffle any feathers. A lot of times people have that fear of success. It's like, okay, now that I'm up here, I have to watch my back for everybody else who's down there. And reality, when you get up here, just, you can, and when I say help people get up there, I'm not saying give them money. I'm not saying give them resources. I'm saying give them the word, give them the light, give them the truth that helped you get up there as well, right? The problem is that so many people have this small, limited mindset of I'm up here and you're down there, when we really could all be up there, right? There doesn't have to be any different tiers or levels or classes and things like that. We all have this true potential inside of us that we can be. And some people purely get up here, right, just so they can look down on other people. And most people who do that will really fall anyways, because if you're up at the top and you're looking down, guess what? You're going to lose your balance and you're going to fall. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who needed that message about if you're trying to manifest something, if you're trying to reach a particular goal, just go for the thing. Go for the big thing. Go for the thing that truly speaks to your soul. Probably spoke to your soul first before you chop down that dream, right? A lot of times there's this thing that comes into our mind. And it's like, I want this thing. And then our human self will say, well, let me chop it down some and just say, well, I'll start here and just get this thing. And then I'll move up, and then I'll move up, and then I'll move up. Just go for the big thing. Go for the gusto, you know? All right. So what are we going to pull today? Let's see. Let's pull an African goddess rising. I'm going to pull out some more of my oracle cards. I have a huge bin, which I'm cleaning up today, of oracle decks that I'm not even using, and I'm going to pull those out. So many decks. How is everybody doing, and how's everybody doing with their manifestations for the year? Things and goals that you desire, that you truly want. How is everybody doing with those things? Do you have goals set for this year? Are you actively working on them? Or are you yourself, are you in survival mode? Are you just trying to get by? Are you just, looks like I lost the earring. When people are up here, they have so many opportunities to help in different ways. Elaborate on that, Anna. What do you mean? Hello. Let's take a look. Holy Spirit, spirits, and angels, please allow me to deliver a message here for the Aries collective. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mars. All right. 103 people in the chat. Good morning. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, whatever they say. Ooh. So, Kiana, procrastination is a lot of times the result of anxiety, feeling anxious, stress, worry. I was seeing this thing the other day that said that stress and anxiety in Black women can sometimes manifest into aggression, like where you're snappy. And I don't know if it's just Black women, I don't know if it's all women, but I've learned that procrastination can be fear, can be, or just really, when I say fear, really overwhelmed, like your nervous system is just so overwhelmed with so much. So it's just kind of locking it into place. But the best thing to do with that is to not beat yourself up. If your body is like stuck to the point where it feels like it's paralyzed and you can't move and you can't do anything, create a safe place and sit there and let go of whatever you think that needs to be done at that moment in time, and sit there and allow yourself to say, you know what, I'm just going to relax. Because if you drop dead the next second, whatever it is that you're procrastinating on doing, it wouldn't even really matter anymore. The most important thing that matters is how you feel. Because if you feel good, you can accomplish so much. And if you're not feeling good, your body is making yourself stuck. That's just what procrastination is. Then it's trying to tell you something. Okay? It's trying to tell you something. Let's take a look. What is interesting, the card for today is resistance. Resistance. So maybe that came out for you. Let's see. I'm at 22. I've learned to not fight procrastination, because all it does is just make me feel bad. I'm a huge procrastinator as well, but I've learned that it also, when I feel better and I'm less anxious, I don't procrastinate. So it's usually my nervous system telling me I need to kind of take a break, or I need to simmer down for a second. This is a shadow of resistance from Tobago, the Temple of Shadows, the element of bush. Shadow goddess Gangang Sarah, the witch of the Golden Lane, blew into Tobago on a determined breeze from West Africa to emancipate her family. Her guidance says, you are scared that you are going to mess it all up. And you may have stumbled, but this is a new day. Learn to show up for yourself. The embodiment says, you ghost your own dreams and resist your own magic. Stop holding back, worrying, and pretending to seek perfection that will never come. All right. So it says, When it comes to you stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may look like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation. But there are deeper forces at play. You are resisting the force you really are. So, Goddess Declaration says, "This is me and I show up." Well, look at that. There's your message. Looks like you just got a personal reading right there, right? Resistance. And I feel that so deeply. And I feel like that's kind of like in connection with the channeled message that I was receiving today, is that sometimes we are so afraid to be our full and authentic selves, like to the max, right? That it can make us fear, it can make us resist stepping into our full and authentic power. Why? You got to ask yourself, everybody's why is going to be a little different. Okay. We have been conditioned, again, I'm gonna say it again. We have been conditioned for so long to shrink, to fit in, to be like everyone else, to copy, to mimic, that when it is really time for us to shine, or we have that calling that is deep down inside of us is saying, I'm ready to do more. I know I need to do more. It's time for me to do more. Now, in order to do more, not only are we just going to be doing more, we have to actually break the mold that we've been conditioned to be in. And that could be scary. And that could create that resistance that you feel. So that's definitely, look at that. It's a very strong message there for you today. Let's pull from the Light Seers Tarot. All right, let's see. This is for Aries Collective who's in the chat. Let's see here. Ooh. We got the Justice card that came out. We have the Tower. Nine of Pentacles showed itself. We have the Three of Wands. I'm hearing you pull one more, so I'm going to pull one more. And then we have the King of Wands. All right, Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This definitely could be a form of resistance, struggle, setting strong boundaries, and breaking through certain barriers. The Justice and the Tower. I saw the Tower first. We'll just put it like this. The Tower can represent a radical change, something that is shocking, drastic, pivotal in your life. It could be unexpected forces that come through to clear something out of your way. This could be a jolt to your system, a shock to your system, or something that revs you up, okay? I always say the Tower in situations are things that were built on an unhealthy, unsturdy foundation, okay? And you can no longer exist or do the same thing that you are doing anymore. And maybe you are stuck, maybe you are procrastinating, and the divine sees that and sends you this lightning bolt that's here, right? This lightning bolt represents the divine, represents God, represents source, represents, the force that we cannot see. It literally comes in. It looks like it's chaos, but it comes in to help us move forward. I would say it's like a situation, like let's take, for instance, this Tower is a bad relationship, right? That was built off of lies, codependency, toxicity, and you won't let it go, right? God will come in and do all of these things within this relationship. And essentially it's like being popped on the hand. Like if you're a little child, it's like, let that go, let it go, let it go. I'm telling you to let it go. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to burn yourself. And then eventually they pull out the belt and then you let it go, right? That belt could be like being completely humiliated, could be being cheated on and your heart broken and devastation. Something so bad to the point where, I don't want to say bad because it's always for your highest good, but something so drastic to the point where you have to let it go. Now it's shocking, right? And this could be in any situation. Sometimes this could just be this epiphany of, wow, I have a purpose. Wow, I need to do this. Wow, this situation in life has triggered something inside of me that now I have to seek the fulfillment of my purpose, right? So the Tower is a very strong energy. And when it's coupled here with the Justice card, whatever this Tower is that's going to bring in this radical change is also for your highest good. The Justice says, I don't care what happened, I'm going to make it fair. I'm going to make it right. I'm going to make it fair. I don't care what happened in life. I don't care whose side you were on, what side you were on. The Tower says this justice has to happen now. So if you've been on the short end of the stick and you've been receiving poor treatment and unfairness, this justice card says we're coming in to make it right. And if you've been on the other end, if you've been on the, treating people unfairly, treating people unkindly, the justice card comes in and says we're going to make it right. There is no bias here, right? There is just right. There's just balance. And there's just truth. The sword is the truth. All right. So the Tower is coming in to give someone a kick in the butt, a jolt, or a drastic change in what has been happening in their life. And the justice card says, because we need balance. There's something in your life here that has not been balanced, has not been fair. Maybe it's romance, maybe it's money, maybe it's health, but something is happening here where it's about to be a drastic change. Now, what came out with it is the Three of Wands. So this is an indication that the future is positive. Whatever you have been waiting on for it to happen is coming in, is positive. And so all you have to do is posture yourself for the receptive to receive that positive energy coming towards you. Okay. And then the the King of Wands is the last card, which is empowering. The King of Wands is a leader. He's confident. He's courageous. He's passionate. He puts his visions into action. He implements them. And King of Wands is abundant as well. Okay. We don't talk about this, but all the kings are abundant. Okay. So yeah, there's something here. There's some sort of shakeup here, or a kick in the butt, so to speak, that is happening. And it could just be a mindset shift. It could be actually something that is happening in the physical that triggers this and is saying, you know what, now I need to do what is right for me, or the universe is about to bring something to you that is right for you after a period of resisting some sort of change. Okay. I think that one's done. I just want to clarify real quick something. So it looks like within your finances, the Tower here is coming to shake something up. Look at that. And the Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom of the deck. So that's a positive shift in your fortune, good fortune. You got the Page of Cups, clarifying the Tower. Give me one more here for the Tower. And there's the Nine of Wands that was at the bottom of the deck. So it seems like there has been some struggle, particularly around financial situations or health. And the Four of Swords also came out with it, which represents healing, finally getting a break, rest. And so when we're thinking about financial things, if you've been fighting all your life, trying to get things paid, trying to stay on top, trying to, just to make it to feel comfortable, there is some sort of relief. Page of Cups, good news, good feeling news that is coming in abruptly. Okay. Shockingly, unexpectedly. And the Justice card here says to put balance into your life. So if you're going from the Five of Pentacles, what would be a balance to that? Let's see. We got the Queen of Wands. What else came out? The Justice again. And that's what I was looking for. I knew it was going to come out. The Ten of Pentacles. So the balance to the Five of Pentacles is the Ten of Pentacles. They literally told me to pull because I knew it was going to come out. We have the Seven of Cups. So literally there is something, this could be in the form of, and then there's the Empress at the bottom of the deck. This could be the form of an idea, like something comes to you and says, you know what, I need to do this. I have nothing else to lose. I'm at the Five of Pentacles. I'm at the Nine of Wands. I'm feeling struggling. I'm feeling, like I can't take anymore. I have nothing else to lose. Let me try this thing, or let me leave this job and go for this one, or let me go back to school. I have nothing else to lose. It's something here that is going to come in like just a jolt to your system to say, this is shaking up my life. Let me try this. And it's doing it to bring in some form of balance to your life, to give you some sort of karmic justice. The Queen of Wands talks about creativity, passion, having that energy and drive and force to go off and do whatever it is that you desire and not be afraid of failure or anything else. That's how the Queen of Wands accomplishes her stuff, is because she's so confident in her vision. Seven of Cups, it could be scary. You can feel all the feels, but it is going to lead to this Ten of Pentacles. All right. So that is what I have for you guys. I have to go take off these nails, soak them off as promised to my nail tech, because I always show up with them on. And then I saw somebody comment on the other video today about financial reading. So I will do that. And if you've purchased a mini reading, look out for, I think if you knew you were in the beginning of purchasing, look out for a reading today. I'm doing half today, half tomorrow. So, all right. So you guys have a great day. And the message, remember this is so important. Go big. Okay. Go big. Love you, Crystal. I'm so happy to start seeing you in the chat again. Are you still in Louisiana? Are you still around? Go big, Aries. Whatever it is that you want, ask yourself, what would really make me happy? What would be the fulfillment of the desire? And list everything. Not, I would be happy for a time being if I just made it here. No, sit with yourself today and ask yourself the fulfillment of something that I truly desire, whether it's in career, whether it's family, whether it's love, finances. What would be the fulfillment that would make me happy? Now, remember, you get to there's always going to be something else. We're never done, right? We're never done. But in this time period, in this time space reality where you are right now, and the person and the version of yourself that you are right now, what would make you happy in some area of your life to have that fulfillment? And focus on that. Write that down and focus on that and see what how the divine leads you to that accomplishment. Okay. So that's what I have for you guys. Take care. Bye. All right. See you later.